What up? Welcome back to Pokaching. I hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about whether or not you should be buying Destined Rivals and at what price. But before we get into all of that, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you like this sort of content, and drop a comment down below letting me know if you've managed to pre-order some Destined Rivals and how much you'd be willing to pay if you haven't ordered it yet, just to kind of get some discussion going. And I'm really curious to see how much you guys would be willing to pay for it, and you know, maybe give me a reason why as well, just to kind of back up your reasoning. So yeah, anything like that or just any other comment, feel free. Always happy to read them, always happy to talk to you guys, so yeah, go ahead. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. So should you buy Destined Rivals? So we're going to be going on to Pokebeach real quick, and I have done this in the past. We did go over Destined Rivals cards, or the cards that would be included in Destined Rivals, looking at the two Japanese sets, and we're going to go into it just now really quickly to kind of back up my point about how strong this set is, in my opinion. Once again, it's all down to opinion, but I do think this set's very strong. Anyway, we're going to get into it by looking at, really quickly, some English cards that have been revealed. So we're not going to be looking at the Ogre Pawns here. We do seem to be getting some of the, I think it's Marnie, I think that's her name, and Steven deck cards that are going to be included in the Destined Rivals set for the English set. And here we have Rocket's Orbeetle, looking very cool there, Ethan's Ho-Oh. We have Cynthia's Garchomp there, so if you want to take a look at that one, it's very cool artwork. Not my favorite SIR, but it's still pretty cool. And we have the Beast, the one I prefer, the one that I'm really hoping that I can pull, the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. So right here, if you take a look at it, you can already see the texture, the way it flows on his body there, and also in the background. So, yep, if you want to check that out, you can go to Pokebeach.com, or, you know, look at this in detail if you want to take the time to. But yeah, so those are some English card reveals, and, sorry. And yeah, so if you want to go to Pokebeach, you can see the two sets that will be fused together. So it's two Japanese sets that will be fused together to give us our Destined Rival set in English. So we're going to go on to Collector for that. So it's a bit weird on PC, but because I'm doing my screen share here, it's probably the best way to look at it. So how can I get into this? I think if I just do a search, then I go to sets, then I go to Pokemon, we have everything here. So we're going to look at the Japanese, because those are the sets that are going to make up our Destined Rivals set. So first of all, let's take a quick look at Hot Air Arena. So let me get to the bottom here to get to the illustration rares and the SIRs. So I think this set's awesome. There's some really cool Pokemon in here. Very cool cards, very nice illustration rares. Here we have Cynthia's Roserade, very cool card. You know, very nostalgic as well for some people that have played. I don't remember which generation it was. Was it Platinum? I kind of feel like it was Platinum. You know, Diamond and Pearl era with Cynthia, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, it's been a while since I've played those games, so forgive me if I'm wrong. Here we have a nice Rapidash here. So Gen 1 Pokemon, very cool illustration, very original artwork. I really do like that one. And we have this guy here, Absolute Beast. So I am going over these a little quicker than I did before, but we have Ethan's Typhlosion. That's going to be a chase card for a lot of people, I believe. We have Misty with Psyduck. We have Misty with Lapras here, looking very cool. We also have, you know, full art, Ethan's Ho-Oh, really cool card, very cool, the trainer in the background there. And we have Ethan, we have Ethan's Ho-Oh full art, which really reminds me of the first episode of Pokemon where where Ash sees Ho-Oh flying away at the end of the episode. So it's not exactly the same image, of course, but it is very reminiscent of that, for me anyway. So very cool card. That's definitely one that I'd like to pull. Once again, Cynthia's Garchomp, so we have seen this one, so yep. We have Ethan's Adventure, very cool card with his Johto Pokemon there. So if you like Johto, if you played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, this set is going to be really cool. And obviously if you like Team Rocket, you know, once again, you're going to get a mix of the two. And that's why this set, in my opinion, is going to be one of the strongest sets in the Scarlet and Violet era. So once again, my opinion, you can disagree if you wish, but I just look at the cards and you know, I can only see really cool cards. I mean, I just... Sorry, I have something in my throat. I think that's better. There we go. Anyway, sorry about that. Here we have Gen 2 Pokemon, Houndoom, Archer, I think, or Archie, Archer? I don't know. Very, very cool artwork. We have Wobbuffet here. I mean, to me, this is obviously a throwback to Jesse and James. Obviously, they're not there, they're not in the set. A lot of people were just disappointed by that. But there we have a Wobbuffet. Very cool. We have, you know, Weezing, Gen 1 Pokemon. And the reason I'm showing these ones specifically, the Gen 2, the Gen 1s, is because people have been complaining that, you know, Pokemon didn't really give us what we wanted. They didn't really give us, you know, a throwback, nostalgic set. But I mean, look at this. We have Raticate, which is one of the iconic Team Rocket Pokemon. We have Giovanni with Meowth. I mean, how cool is that? We've got Mewtwo here with Giovanni. Looks like he's in his test tube position there, just about to burst out. Like he just woke up there. We have Giovanni with Persian. I mean, guys, we have a lot of good stuff, a lot of nostalgic stuff here. We have a Gen 1 Pokemon, Moltres there for an SIR. We've got the Mewtwo with Giovanni. First time we've ever seen both of those on a card in an artwork. We have Nidoking with Giovanni. We have Crobat. I mean, guys, if you've played, once again, if you played Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this set is very, very nostalgic. So that's kind of the theme, I would say, is Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We're kind of going back to that. I mean, all these Rocket members here, you know, we've got Ariana, Archer, Giovanni, Petrel, Proton. All of these members are in the Heart Gold, Soul Silver era. And, you know, a lot of people were disappointed because we weren't getting, you know, Jesse and James. We weren't getting all the kind of grunts and the old kind of, you know, Team Rocket members. Obviously, we only saw Jesse and James and Giovanni, really. All the other Rocket members were kind of obscure and you didn't really get to see them much, as far as I remember anyway. And yeah, people were disappointed in that. But the thing is, Pokemon is moving forward. They're going to do what's best for them. They need to keep the franchise fresh. They need to keep things moving forward once again. You know, the anime is moving forward, the games are moving forward, and they need to keep doing that. As a company, they need to keep things fresh and keep things going. And I think they did an awesome job at giving us some more modern Pokemon. So we got Zamazenta here. We've got, you know, we've got Orbeetle. We've got Spidops. I think they did a great job of that. And also giving us a lot of Gen 1, Gen 2 Pokemon. And to me, this set is fucking awesome. So these two sets, once again, Hot Air Arena, Glory of Team Rocket, the Japanese sets, will be fused together to make our Destined Rivals set. And from the reveal with the, what was it we saw? I think it was Ariana's Krogunk, I believe. Oh no, Scrafty, yeah. Marnie's, sorry, I said Ariana. Marnie's, Scrafty, we know now that we're going to be getting some of those Steven and Marnie themed deck cards that are going to be put into the set as well. So we might have some surprises here, some things that we haven't seen yet that might be included. So yeah, the set really looks strong. It's a big set. There's a lot of stuff to chase in it. And I think as an investor, it's a great set to go after. And now we're going to go into price and kind of how much you should be paying if you're an investor. So obviously it's up to you to decide at the end of the day, but I'll tell you how much, look, I'll tell you how much I paid. So I made a video talking about, I can't remember what I was talking about in the video, but I mentioned that the most I would pay was $185 for a booster box, and that if I did that, I was still being dumb. And well, I guess I'm dumb, right? Because an opportunity popped up, and you're gonna have to hear me out here with the numbers. I just noted it on screen just to keep it nice and clear. So basically, the boxes from the website I pre-ordered on were $200 each, right? Which is very expensive for a new set. It's very expensive for a pre-order. I do stand by that. I think it's very, very expensive. But what was interesting to me and what kind of surprised me is that you were able to order a case from this store. I mean, you had the option to buy a case. And I was like, right, okay. So if I buy a case, that means, and I was actually getting free shipping on this one. So if I bought the case, it meant no shipping fees, okay? And shipping fees are a factor. Here in Europe, we often pay around, like 15, maybe 15 euros for a booster box because it is kind of heavy. They need to ensure the value and so on, and it's generally sent out pretty quickly. So you have to keep that in mind, and most, if not, like pretty much every store has limits on how many booster boxes or ETBs you can order, right? So if you imagine that I had to buy a box at 185, which is what I was prepared to pay at the max, from 6 different stores because it was limited to 1 box per customer, then I'd be paying shipping 6 different times, and then it would have brought the booster box to essentially around, close to 200, right, with the shipping. And so I was like, okay, so I said I was going to pay 185. Each time I'd have to pay shipping because there's limits. And this time, so this is what I didn't expect, is that I had the opportunity to buy an entire case with free shipping. So I went for it, right? I bought it, and I just thought to myself, okay, I'm paying 200 a box, but I'm not paying shipping, and I'm not going to have to buy it from 6 different stores, trying to hunt them down, trying to track them down, all the hassle, all the time that would go into it. And so yeah, I just decided it made sense. So if you work it out, so I did an average, right? So 10 to 15 shipping per box. If you bought it from 6 different places, we'd say 12.50 euros or whatever. Call it dollars if you wish, but here it's euros. And the shipping, it would have come to 72. And if I do, the $1,200, so I'm talking dollars here, minus roughly $72, because euros and dollars are kind of close, then it comes to like 1,128, and if I divided that by 6, so an entire case, it was 188 per booster box, so just $2 or $3 dollars above what I was paying. I hope I didn't lose you with the euro-dollar thing there, but essentially, I'm paying, with the free shipping, what I would have paid if I had to order it from 6 different places. So I went for it, I got it. I really want to open this set on the channel. It's a set that really is important to me because, Gen 1, Gen 1, Gen 2 Pokemon are very present in the set. We have, the Heart Gold, Soul Silver vibe. Those games I played so much of, and I absolutely love them. I love the Johto Pokemon. I love the Gen 1 Pokemon. I absolutely love seeing Giovanni and Mewtwo on the same card, something we've never seen before. So yeah, I had to get it, it made sense. Now, you guys are probably thinking to yourselves that I'm an idiot for paying that much money, which I can understand and I can accept that criticism, that's fine. You're allowed to have your opinion. But the thing is, I was thinking to myself, right, we have so much hype right now, we have so many sets coming out, we have so many things going on. Pokemon are they probably will manage to, get things under control. I just don't know, and I don't think anyone really does know for sure. I mean, nobody knows, let's just be honest here, how much these boxes are going to end up sitting at, how low will they go? Right now, market price is around 260, 270 for a Destined Rivals booster box, and getting them at 200 with free shipping for an entire case just made so much sense to me. Now, how much you guys should be paying is entirely up to you. But I think, honestly, if you can get booster box around 200, if you're looking to hold it long term, so I'm speaking from an investment standpoint right now, if you can get one at that price and you're looking to hold it for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, I don't think you're going to care that much that you paid more than MSRP. And I don't know why, and I don't know, I could be wrong. Who knows how much Pokemon's going to print, right? Unless you have someone that works there, that who has the actual information, and knows how much is going to be printed, we don't know. And once again, even if you know how much is being printed, you don't know how many people. It's hard to put a number on how many people around the world are actually buying this stuff, how many people are actually keeping it sealed, and we don't know what's going to happen with all the product and how much is going to actually be available on the market. So I'm absolutely hoping, and I'm not trying to create FOMO at all, I'm really, really hoping that the market gets flooded and I look like an idiot with my $200 booster boxes, because if the prices drop and they go down to like MSRP or even below that, dude, I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna dollar cost average down, and I'm not gonna care. I don't mind. I'm happy to pay that, to know that I have a position in it, to know that I have some stuff to open up on the channel with you guys, and that I'll get to enjoy this set, which is honestly, apart from 151, probably like my favorite set in the Scarlet and Violet era, even more than Prismatic Evolutions, like easily. But yeah, because Prismatic Evolutions, apart from the SIRs, which are really hard to pull, I find the set is kind of, it's alright, you know, it's not anything crazy, to be honest. So yeah, second favorite set for sure, and definitely wanted to open it up. So yeah, if you guys are looking to hold long term, it's difficult for me to tell you how much to buy stuff for. It's up to you to decide based on your finances. Just make sure you don't get yourself in a difficult financial position. Never do that. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't get yourself in a tough spot. Buy it if you find that it's reasonable. Buy it if you know that you're going to be keeping it for many years, and that you know that in 5, 6, 7, 8 years you're not going to care that you paid a bit more than MSRP, right? That's my advice. Take it or leave it. It's just my opinion, so you can completely disagree, and that's fine. For those of you who are going to wait for the prices to drop, I sincerely hope they do, for you and for me. I really hope they drop, and I won't be angry that I paid 200 if they drop down to 140. I won't see it as a loss. I'll just see it as an opportunity to dollar cost average down and to buy some more, right? I do really believe in this set. I think it's a really strong set. Even if, you know, people were kind of like 50-50 on it. Some people were disappointed. Some people absolutely love it, like myself. Honestly, if you just take a look at the cards in the set and you look at the Scarlet and Violet era as a whole, I think the only reason people are disappointed is because they wanted, you know, a throwback Team Rocket or EX Team Rocket return style set, and they didn't get it. But if you still compare it to all the other sets in the Scarlet and Violet era, it's still a very strong set in my opinion. So you can agree and disagree. Once again, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the set. But yeah, I just think it's a great set to invest in. I think there are some very cool Pokemon, cool trainers in there, you know, Cynthia's Garchomp, Giovanni with Mewtwo, you know, all the Team Rocket admin and executives that have been present in the Heart Gold Soul Silver era. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel so strongly about this set, and I'm really quite happy that I was able to get some, and I honestly did not expect to be able to buy an entire case. And just to kind of explain to you how it went down is basically I kind of given up on, you know, trying to get Destined Rivals. I was just thinking to myself, this is going to be one of the worst sets to try and get. It's going to be one of the most painful sets to hunt down, just because I think there's so much expectation that has built up, so much hype, and despite the people that have a negative reaction towards the set, I still, you know, you can tell by the price and how much people are willing to pay that people want this set, right? Or else the prices wouldn't be what they are. And so, yeah, I kind of given up on trying to get it, trying to find a store, get the timing right to be able to pre-order it. You know, it can go down in a matter of seconds or minutes and there's no stock left. So we all know how fast it can go, unless it's Pokemon Center, which have huge stocks, which apparently have been doing a bit better recently, which is good. I'm happy about that for all the people that were able to grab some stuff. But I'd given up, and what happened is basically the store that I buy from started doing, since Journey Together, kind of like a celebratory rip and ship every time a set is released. So they did it for Journey Together, they're going to be doing it for Destined Rivals, and so they have a YouTube channel where they're trying to get the subscriber count up. And so they said, guys, we're going to release the pre-orders on the 17th of May, unless we hit a specific number of subscribers on our channel. And if we hit that, as soon as we hit that, we will release the pre-orders on the website. And so I woke up one morning, we were getting very close to the target number of subscribers that they were looking for, and I was like, ooh, I might actually get this, I might actually have a chance here. So I thought, okay, let's get my girlfriend to to stay on the website, keep checking the YouTube channel. So we had the website and the YouTube channel open on my phone in the car. You know, we're driving to work. And just about when we arrived at work, which is kind of lucky that it happened beforehand, because when you're at work, you shouldn't be on your phone trying to pre-order Pokemon cards, right? Just before we arrived, a friend of ours, and we were looking too, but a friend of ours dropped us a message saying, dude, they hit the target number of subscribers, go to the website now. And so we did, and that's when I saw, you know, that we could pre-order cases, and I was like, holy shit, I did not expect that. And just had to jump on the opportunity, for better or for worse, price-wise, but, you know, I won't regret it, and I know that for a fact. I'm just happy that I'll be able to get some. And once again, guys, we will be opening up some Destined Rivals on the channel near release date, because usually these guys are pretty good at shipping things out quite quickly as soon as they receive it, so that we get it in time. So yep, I'm really happy about that. Now that I've been rambling on for 22 minutes, I wanted to talk about the collector side of things and how much you should be paying as a collector. So, well, let's just keep it simple. I am no one to tell you how much you should be paying as a collector. How much you should be paying for the set is based on how much you like the set. Do you actually want this set, or do you want it because everyone's talking about it? That's kind of what you need to be asking yourself. Does this set mean enough to you that you would be paying you know, above MSRP? And if you're lucky and you get MSRP, honestly, just go for it, because you can resell it for more if you don't want to keep it. But honestly, if you find it for MSRP, seriously, buy it. That's my advice. But for any collectors that would be maybe buying it above MSRP, it's really up to you. Do you like the set? Do you like the cards in the set? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth the risk opening up some product and maybe not pulling anything or the cards that you want? Would you prefer to maybe buy singles? Do you care about sealed product? Are you collector/investor like I am? Yeah, there's a bunch of different questions you should be asking yourselves to kind of help you decide how much you're willing to pay for this. Also, your finances. Are you able to do it? Is it like a big deal for you to spend $200? Is it not a big deal? There are so many different factors that come into play, but at the end of the day, it's really up to you to decide how much this set is worth to you, and also based on whether or not you believe Pokemon will be able to print enough for these prices to completely just come down to MSRP or below. Honestly, I think they will be able to print a lot, but once again, the question is not so much how much they can print, but more what people are going to be doing with the product that they're able to obtain. Because if people, once again, are keeping a lot of sealed product, if people are reselling for more and scalping, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm hoping people, like scalpers, get exhausted of this kind of, you know, buying all the stock to then sell it instantly for you know, jacked up prices. I don't know, man. It's difficult to, we can't predict what's going to happen. We can't predict how much is going to be printed. It's very hard to put a number on how many packs are opened every single day, how many boxes are opened, how many people are actually buying this stuff. It's really difficult. I mean, I don't know if anyone has those sort of statistics. I guess Pokemon will probably know how much they're selling. But yeah, I mean, everything is scarce at the moment. Everything's very difficult to get. And unless you have perfect timing, you're pretty much going to miss out on most pre-orders from the sets that are coming out. Look at Black and White, Black Bolt and White Flare, looking like a really cool set. It's probably going to be very difficult to get as well. So yeah, guys, sorry if there wasn't any clear instruction on this video. But yeah, I think as an investor, if you can get it around 200 and you're looking to hold long term, that's fair, considering the market price at the moment, hoping that it does come down. And if it does crash, guys, if it does crash, dollar cost average down, get your price per box down, and in a few years' time, you're not gonna give a shit. That's my investor advice. If you're a collector, it's up to you, man. It depends on so many factors, and it's really up to you to decide how much you're willing to spend. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by. I know it was a bit of a longer video. I just like to take the time to speak my thoughts, just kind of get what I'm thinking across to you guys. And yeah, so until next time, guys, take care. Peace out. Bye.